Hey guys, Dynamite Man ZGI. Welcome to my first installment of Game Review ZGI. I will be posting this probably on my Z Gamers Inc. account so that my co-commentators can also view it and edit it and do whatever the hell they want with it. Okay, so first game that I really want to talk about is probably in dedication. Actually, it is in dedication to November, which is Zelda month. It's the anniversary of the Legend of Zelda coming to America back in the 80s or something like that. Anyway, so this game is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Couple of things that I want to talk about. It's probably rated one of the best games in the world. It was just knocked off as best game ever back about a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, something like that. I don't know. I gotta get the details on that. Okay, so what I really like about this game is that it really breaks into a lot of new things with the whole gaming thing. My point being is that really brought in 3D fighting to a whole new level. Introduced Z targeting for the first time. The power slash, kid Link and adult Link. Link was, I think, only just a kid in all the previous Zelda games up until that point. What else? Oh, and also target practice. The whole having to aim your bow or your slingshot at something in order to hit it. Up until this point, you only had to be level with your target, and you would hit him every single time, no matter where on the screen it was. It was up or down, elevated. I do believe you could hit Keith this way in the original Link to the Past, but it was edited in the GBA version for sure. Okay, so a couple other things that I kind of want to bring up about is like Easter eggs. Some things that a lot of people don't know is that there is a built-in R-Wing from Star Fox 64 built into the game's code. This was used to as a model for Volvagia in the Volvagia fight in the Fire Temple. The movement of the R-Wing actually is very similar to the movement of the Volvagia in the boss fight. And if you hack into the game's code, you could actually bring out the R-Wing and fight it. There's no way you could defeat it. It swirls around, shoots at you. You take damage, you die. Very cool. Very not very important as far as Easter eggs are concerned, though. Another thing is that I do believe that the R-Wing is also used as a model for Z targeting as well. So that's how they used they got the Z targeting thing to work. And it's also, if you've ever noticed, that the Z targeting icon is also similar to the laser lock-on Star Fox 64 as well. Okay, moving on. So another thing that I would like to talk about is that the King Dodongo fight. A lot of people don't know this. I was talking to a friend recently about this, and actually, you can defeat King Dodongo, the second boss, as Kid Link, without taking any damage, and without having to go to the right into the pool of lava. And a lot of people don't know this, and that no, it's not moving to the left. You actually get stuck there, and there's a glitch, I do believe, where King Dodongo can pretty much just crush you indefinitely if you move to the left during his rollover sequence. What you need to do first, before even entering Dodongo's cavern, is go to Kakariko Graveyard, or the cemetery, or whatever. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And you need the Sun Song, of course, and you need to move the headstone of the royal family member. And what you need to do is defeat the Redead. The Redeads that are in there. Sun Song makes that hell of a lot easier. and you also need, and then doing this will enable you to get the Hylian shield for absolutely free. I do recommend this way over getting it in the marketplace in Hyrule Town, because getting the shield that way is terribly, terribly difficult. Another thing, or so moving, so once you get the Hylian shield, you'll be able to take out the lizard flows. I do believe that's what they're called, and with a lot in a lot easier fashion this way. What else? You can also so when you get to King Dodongo, throw a bomb in like you usually do, and then wait for him to ball up, and instead of moving to the right or to the left, depending on which way you're facing, to dodge him by the fire pit, block. That's all you gotta do, just block. Block and he'll roll over you, and you won't take any damage if you're holding the Hylian shield, because the Hylian shield is on Link's back, and Link can't move the Hylian shield in front of him because it's bigger than him, so he has to duck to block. This enables Link to become something like a turtle, I suppose, and when King Dodongo rolls over him, he takes no damage because the shield is made out of metal. Very simple, very easy. A lot of people don't know this. If you've known about this before, please just leave a comment about that if you want. I did not know that there was actually another way. I always thought that that was the only way that you can defeat King Dodongo or take the damage, which at that point in the game, if you're a first-time player of the game even, you probably only have 4 hearts, maybe 5 at the most, which it makes, you know, this method makes the whole King Dodongo fight that much easier. And another thing that I would like to talk about is the Twin Rova fight. A lot of people find this fight very interesting. I find it very interesting. It's just because it's a unique fight, considering that you're using a one-time weapon. It comes so late in the game. A lot of people just think that the mirror shield should be just acquired a lot earlier in the game. You could use it for a lot of different things. Majora's Mask has the same problem, in my opinion, and A Link to the Past. I do believe that they should just introduce the mirror shield very early in the game, or have like a midpoint where you can get the mirror shield as an option. Skyward Sword has something similar to this, but it's the of course it's the Hylian shield, and it's the most powerful shield in the game. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold here right now. So yeah, so the whole mirror shield thing is it's very interesting, because it's the only way you can defeat Twin Rova, and if you don't acquire the mirror shield after defeating the Armored Knight, is it a Dark Knight? I don't even remember off the top of my head. It's an Iron Knuckle. That's what it is. It's an Iron Knuckle. And if you don't get the mirror shield right there, there's no way to defeat her, because it's really impossible to do it. I mean, I suppose it is possible to get up to that point without the mirror shield, because there are so many mirrors in the rooms with the light coming down. I've never really tried it. I mean, I'm a completionist, so if anyone has ever done something like that, just let me know. I mean, I know that there's a sequence breaking in the Deku Tree where you can sequence break about 90% of the game and go on to fight Ganondorf without even having to collect anything as Kid Link. It's a really strange sequence break. Go check it out on YouTube. Just search it, and you'll be able to find it. Another thing I want to talk about. Speaking of the Iron Knuckles, what I found really interesting about them is they're all modeled after Nabooru. They're all Gerudo thieves underneath their shells. You could actually find this out by glitching through. What you do is that you get the Iron Knuckle into a corner and turn the camera to face away from her, the Iron Knuckle, and it'll glitch, and you could see a model of the the Gerudo Thief. It's a really strange concept, and you could actually go online and see artwork about this. I get a lot of this information from a website called DidYouKnowGaming.com. It's a very informative site. I could post the description, or I post a link in the description, I suppose. And it's a really good site. I really approve of the information that they find. I'll probably end up just kind of sourcing them if they don't mind. If I start getting complaints from them, I'll probably just stop and try to come up with my own facts and things like that. Ocarina of Time, though, very good game. It's getting everything 100% is fairly difficult. The trade quest is amazing. The result weapon that you get in the end from it is very useful. It pretty much breaks the game in most senses, especially if you can get it early on. There is a prototype weapon of the trade quest weapon that you can get in game. It's called the Giant's Knife. It only has, I think, like 5 uses, though. You can buy it for 200 rupees from the Meta Goron in Goron Village. But it 5 strikes, 6 strikes, something like that, and it breaks. And it goes from double damage to about half damage, I think. So not really worth your money. Everyone should know about this. What else? The bottles. 4 bottles, just like most games. The fourth one to get is probably the most difficult. It's actually after you become an adult. You get the first 3 bottles, I believe, as a kid, and then the 4th bottle you get as an adult, and it's just ridiculously hard. I give that a thumbs down because 10 pos for one empty bottle, that's just a joke. There's a point in the game where you can actually get stuck and actually glitch out the game, and you will be unable to finish it, and that is the point where you're supposed to get Epona. One of the tasks that you need to do actually is you can't continue on the game until you have the hook shot and your horse, and if you do not get Epona's song during your time during the time Link is a kid, then you cannot acquire Epona at all. And actually, you cannot go back to being a kid. It's a paradox, pretty much. I do believe. I'll have to try it out again and make sure. Might have been fixed in the 3D version. I could post some logistics on that in the description below, I suppose. So I guess that's everything. This has been Dynamite Man ZGI. This is my Z Gamers Inc. channel, and I will probably be reviewing another game later today or later on this week. Please rate, subscribe, comment below, post a response, do whatever the hell you want. I will see you guys later.